Hey guys, what's up? Shin0525 coming at you with another video. And today's video, I want to talk about Mary Jane is Now Venom. So, honestly, I really haven't been following the modern Amazing Spider-Man comic for a while now, mainly because it's just kind of fallen off. I think that's a pretty clear sentiment with most Spidey fans, is that the Amazing Spider-Man comic right now really isn't all that great, and I haven't read it in a while. But apparently there's been some events in the comic book where they kind of did this, like, guess who is like the new Venom type of deal, and they did like some red herrings. Some people thought it was like even characters like J. Jonah Jameson or his son or Robbie from the Daily Bugle. Like, again, they threw out a whole bunch of people it could have been, and who it actually ended up being was Mary Jane. And it was met with a resounding and it's just funny because, like, from the discourse I've seen on like YouTube and other places about people talking about it, is like, we don't know if it's good or bad. Like, it's just a thing now. Now, here's the thing. I don't initially think it's a terrible idea. I'm a very firm believer that there's really no such thing as a bad idea. It's just poor execution. And I think you can do a story where Mary Jane has the Venom symbiote and it can work, because it does play into like a few things. One, and I mentioned this before when I talked about like Black Cat and Mary Jane and like the whole like kind of love triangle thing that they have with Peter. One of the things that like Black Cat has over Mary Jane is she's like a superhero. She can handle herself. Like, if Peter is dating Felicia Hardy and, I don't know, Green Goblin decides to attack her, Felicia Hardy can handle her. So I'm not saying she could beat the Green Goblin, but she wouldn't just automatically just be in a like super terrible situation. She can handle herself. Mary Jane, on the other hand, can't. She's not a superhero. She doesn't have any superpowers, no combat experience, nothing like that. So when Green Goblin attacks her, she's in jeopardy. She's a liability, really. But now that you paired her with the Venom symbiote, that's something that's just like, okay, now Mary Jane has a quality that like Black Cat had, where, you know, Venom, like her having the Venom symbiote, if she gets attacked, she can handle herself. So that could be an interesting kind of dynamic. And another dynamic is, like, Mary Jane did not like Venom. Like, Venom has done a bunch of terrible stuff to Peter throughout the years, and Mary Jane, last time I checked, does not like Venom at all. Like, Venom Eddie Brock and just the Venom symbiote in general. So it's like, I'm kind of curious on like how that relationship's gonna be, because like, how did it come to where Mary Jane was like okay with being the host to like Venom? And another thing too, and I don't know, does Venom not change your personality anymore? Because that was like the big downside to having the Venom symbiote, is it made you more like aggressive. It actually altered your personality in like a negative way. That's the big reason why Spider-Man doesn't wear the Venom symbiote. It tries to like take over his mind, kind of makes him more aggressive, more just a meaner person. And that was a big reason why, that's like the only reason why Spider-Man doesn't wear the Venom symbiote. And it's just like, is that the same, is that characteristic with Venom still a thing? Because like, is Mary Jane's personality gonna change now? Is she gonna be more aggressive, more like just altered in some sort of way? And with that being said, and like, it also brings in like another issue. Like, if it's not like where Venom doesn't change your personality anymore, why the fuck does Peter not wear it 24/7? That's the thing. And here, and another thing I want to talk about is, because a lot of people are saying like this is a stupid fucking idea, and it probably is, because I have no confidence in any of the writers to write a good story with this. The current writing staff on Amazing Spider-Man is not fucking great. It's just not, and I don't really have that strong confidence that they're going to do a good story with this. But again, there is good story potential. Because Mary Jane's an interesting choice, because, one, her relationship with Peter, which I don't even know if they're together anymore. I know the whole fucking Paul thing that everybody hated was fucking terrible. But it's like, I don't even know if she's with Peter anymore. Again, I've been so disconnected from the mainline comic book, I don't even know. But it is an interesting dynamic because, like, if she isn't still in love with Peter, and, like, the thing about Mary Jane is she is the perfect match for Peter Parker. Not for Spider-Man, but for Peter Parker himself. But Venom, since it bonded with Peter for so long, it kind of regards, or last time I checked, this could be retconned, I don't know. Peter was like the perfect host for the Venom symbiote because of how strong he was, about like his power set. He was a great host to be connected to Venom. And Venom knows that Peter is like the ideal host. So it does kind of play into like being on Mary Jane, having Mary Jane being the host. It does allow Venom to be closer to Peter, its ideal host. So again, there is interesting dynamics that you can play with and write a good story about. I have no confidence that we're gonna get a good story from this. But again, I don't think it's completely terrible letting Mary Jane be Venom. One thing I do find is weird is, like, Venom still looks like Venom, like Eddie Brock Venom, where he's fucking jacked, and has very, like, male figure. Because, like, it's been, like, women have had the, like, Venom symbiote or other types of symbiote on them, and the symbiote will take a feminine shape because it's on a female host. And since Mary Jane's like a female, it's like, why is Venom still like Venom? Why is he like the big hulky Venom like form and not like a female Venom form? I don't know why they did that. I don't know, maybe it was to like misdirect people. Maybe when Mary Jane turns into like Venom now, it'll be like a feminine form of Venom, and they were just trying to like fake out people to make sure like you didn't guess it was Mary Jane. I don't know, because it really doesn't make sense for him to, like, again, it doesn't, like, it doesn't not make sense, because, like, Venom could be in the bulky form with a female host. Again, he's, like, it's basically, like, this alien goo shape, so it doesn't really matter what form it takes, but generally, it will take on the form of who's ever kind of hosting it. This is why when Spider-Man wears the black suit, it's not, like, the big hulky one, it's basically him in just a black costume. And the reason why Venom's so bulky usually is because Eddie Brock is normally the host, and he's like this big Jack Reacher looking guy. So that's kind of why Venom has that huge kind of hulking exterior look to him. So again, I just find it interesting. I find it kind of weird. Again, I have no hope that they're going to tell a good story with this, but I think there is good potential there. I don't think it's outright a terrible idea. I just don't think they're going to really capitalize on it. And I think if you had a more talented writing team, they could definitely do some damage with having Venom Mary Jane as a thing. But anyway, those are my thoughts on it. Just wanted to talk about it. And other than that, I'm Shin0525. If you want to help out the channel, like, comment, subscribe. That really does help me out, and I really do appreciate it. And if you guys want to talk more about Spider-Man, about Mary Jane being the new Venom, feel free, let me know down in the comment section below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Okay, thanks, bye. Later.